Hello, what's going on everybody? This is Jay from ModGNJ, and today what we got here is the review video of the Kolina K100 Plus, in which I got from the seller iBaby888 for exactly $200, and iBaby is from dhk.com. I also got here the white color version, and this one came from the website coolicool.com, and as you guys can see here from the back, the only difference about the colors is that this one is a little bit more glossier, and this one, the texture feels a little bit more rough, making it feel a lot better on your hands. But I do like the white color version a lot. As you guys can see, it does look very nice. And we can see that all the way around, the buttons align perfectly well. On this side, we're going to have the power button together with the volume rockers up and down. On the top, you're going to find the 3.5mm headphone jacks. On the left side, we're going to have the SIM tray, and this is the dual SIM tray for 2 nano SIM cards. On the bottom, we're going to have the charging/data ports together with the microphones. Finally, on the back, we're going to see here the 13 megapixel sensors with the LED flash and the secondary microphone. On the bottom, we're going to have the Kolina 100 Plus logo, and finally, the loudspeakers. On the front here, they're going to have the 5.5-inch display. It has a resolution of 1920 by 1080, so it is a full HD display. They have about 480 ppi, which is pixels per inch, and yes, it is OGS as well. So the viewing angles on these two devices are absolutely outstanding. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and turn off the lights right now. And with the lights turned off, we can see here, guys, that yes, they definitely have beautiful colors on viewing angles, and that's because, again, they do have an IPS display. We also got here the menu key, the home key, and the back key. They do light up very nicely, especially at nighttime, and both of them have the exact same quality. And now with the lights turned on, we can notice that down here, the menu key, the home key, and the back key, they do not light up very bright. That means that under the sunlight, you guys are going to have a hard time knowing where the buttons are at. You have to be guessing all the way around until you actually get to the button. As we can see right now, I'm pressing it and the lights are turned on, and I bet that you guys can barely see it. I mean, it is very dim down here, and also the touch panel on the back cannot be disabled. Those are the two major inconveniences about this phone. Other than that, it is a very well performing phone. It is running the MTK6592T. It comes with 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage, the Android 4.2.2. It comes with a 3200 mAh battery, which is lasting very well so far. And then also, guys, as we can tell, the phone is very snappy, and that's because we're running the MTK6592T. It is clocked at 2 GHz, and as a matter of fact, here I have the Antutu test benchmark. I got a great score of about 32,000 plus. So we're going to see that score in just a second, and as a matter of fact, it was 31,000, but on the previous test that I performed, I got a score of about 32,000. Here on details, we can see all the scoring that we got for this device. It's absolutely amazing. It's one of the best Chinese devices that I had with the MTK that gave me this great score. Also, if you go here into devices information, we can see here all the information about this phone, and the great thing that this time is not faking it. Everything appears to be correct. It does come with a GPU Mali 450. We can see here that the camera, it is also claiming to be the 13 megapixel sensor camera on the back, and the front is going to be a 5 megapixel sensor. So this time everything is correct, as I mentioned before. It does come with the Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, and we can see here all the sensors supported. Also, if you go here into my applications, we're going to see that I have downloaded this application for the sensors, and we're going to see that only about 2 sensors are not supported, and that's going to be the temperature sensor and also the pressure sensor. Other than that, we have many sensors supported on this device. If you go here into settings, you go all the way to the bottom to where it says about device. I do apologize, I got confused there. We go here into about device, and you can see that yes, once again, it is confirming to be the Android Jelly Bean, which is great. Sometimes this can be easily hacked. As a matter of fact, I have already rooted it, and I use reroot. It is very simple. As a matter of fact, here we can see King User, and all you have to do is enable USB debugging, and for that, you have to go here into settings. Then once again, you scroll all the way to the bottom. If you don't see developers options, you have to go here into about device, and then you have to go to where it says build number. You tap it several times until you see that you're now successfully a developer. Then you're going to see this tab. It says developers option. When you tap on it, you're going to scroll down and you're going to enable USB debugging, and then after that you're going to connect it to your computer. And again, guys, it is a one-click root. It is very easy to do. Now this device also came pre-installed with some Google applications. It came with the Play Store. Now the Maps, Gmail, and also YouTube wasn't installed, so when I rooted it, I installed it directly into the system. That way, if I happen to restore the device, they are already there. And with that being said, guys, the next thing we're going to do here is test the camera. The back is going to be, once again, the 13 megapixel sensor. On the front is the 5. So let's go ahead and test it, and let me know what you guys think. Hello, what's going on everybody? This is Jay, and here we are testing the Kolina K100 Plus 13 megapixel sensor camera. And as you guys can tell, the quality is very nice. The focus and the overall saturation of the picture is very realistic here. And the great news is that we don't have to be tapping on the screen to get that perfect focus. As you guys can see, it's working well. And this is the white color version that I got from Cool. And of course, the gray color version that I got from iBaby has the exact same quality. And now we're going to test the front-facing camera. Okay guys, and here we have the 5 megapixel sensor camera of the Kolina K100 Plus, and as you guys can tell, the focus is not very good on this particular camera. Also, the colors appear to be a little bit too dark, so it is not going to give you the best quality. Maybe this is going to be good for selfies, Skype, Woovo, or any other social media out there. Okay guys, and there we have it for the camera test. And now let's go ahead and open here the actual software. We can see that it is very simplistic. If you go here into settings for the back camera, we go into camera itself, we can see that yes, it is a 13 megapixel sensor, and the same thing goes for the front facing camera. If you go here into the actual settings of it, we're going to see here that on settings, we go into camera options, and yes, it is claiming to be the 5 megapixel sensor, and this time it is not fake, and it's also working perfectly well. And also, we're going to test the GPS on this device right now. It did work very well. It locks the signal very fast. So let's go ahead and check it out and let me know what you guys think. Alrighty guys, and here we have the GPS test of the Kolina K100 Plus, and as we can see guys, it is working perfectly well. The great news is that you don't have to root it or do any type of customizations to get it working. It comes like this right out of the box. And now we're going to test it from inside of the house. Alrighty guys, and there we have it for the GPS test, and here we have the actual application itself. We're going to see how fast it locks the signal. It is within seconds, and it is expected from the MTK6592T. It has a very strong GPS, as we can tell right here guys, so without questions, this is going to be great. The next thing we're going to do here is test the Bluetooth. Here I have my little Bose speaker, and we're going to go ahead, like always, turn it on. I believe right now it's in Perry mode, and yes it is. Let's go here into settings. Let's go into Bluetooth. Let's turn it on. And we're going to see that it's going to read it now. I believe it takes about 10 to 15 seconds at the most. And there we have it. It has read it already. Let's go ahead and tap to it and connect with the actual Bluetooth speaker here. And right now it has connected already. So let's go back once. Let's go here into audio profiles. Let's check on settings. And let's play here some ringtones. The response time is a little bit slow. As you guys can see, it does delay. But at least it's working. And now we're going to go ahead and test the back speaker on this phone. Okay guys, and there we have it for the sound test. The next thing we're going to do here is play with some applications and games that I have downloaded, and also system applications, so please enjoy the music on the background. on, everybody? This is Jay from MTK, and today what we got here is the unboxing of this great Okay guys, and there we have it for the testing of this device, and as we can tell, it is performing quite well. Everything works exactly as intended. It is the MTK6592T, so you guys are barely going to see any lag on this system, and it's also Android 4.2.2, but it is clean. So it's going to be quite fast and snappy when you guys are using it. So on that behalf, you're going to be very satisfied. The only problem that I noticed is that the touchback panel, I really dislike it, and that's because it cannot be disabled right now unless you guys do a lot of hacking into the system, and you might run the risk of breaking your device. Maybe in the future we're going to get a software update to fix this problem. And also we got here my little weight scale just to compare the weight. Let's go ahead and test it or compare it here with the white color version to see if they have the exact same weight. So here right now it's going to be in grams. Let's go ahead and place it on top, and this one is going to be 152 grams. And the white color version, I believe, is also going to be 153. Let's go ahead and try that again. This one 152, and this one is 153. Okay guys, so having the consideration that this one has a different back, as we can see it is a little glossier, so maybe they use something in here that makes it weigh a gram more, but it is not a big difference. Also we got here the Sophone i6 Plus, in which I already reviewed. This one is about 150 grams. And again, this one is 151, so they are very similar in weight. And here we also going to compare body wise. We can see that the Sophone is going to be a little bit thinner, and that's because this is a one-to-one replica to the original iPhone 6 Plus. We can see that on the bottom we're going to have the charging ports together with the microphones. Now the headphone jacks are going to be placed differently. On the left side we can see that everything is different. Now even though they look very similar, they are very different at the same time. The only reason they look similar is because they have those curvy edges here, making it look very similar in appearance. And we can see how similar they are. Again, this one is made of aluminum, this one is polycarbonate. So that's the only difference so far. And also I got here the iPhone 6, just for those who are curious about how different they look size wise. Okay, you guys can feel free to take a look around here. Okay guys, and now also this device supports OTG, which is USB on the go. So all you have to do is get one of these. You connect it on the bottom, and then here you can connect keyboard, mice, extended memories and whatnot. So this is also great. And the next thing we're going to do now is go ahead and test the browser here. But before we get to that, I have to mention that this device does not support 3G, and that's because we are missing the WCDMA 150. Even though iBaby's box did confirm to have 150 for the WCDMA bands, it does not. And the one that I got here from Cool does specify that it is only 900 and 2100. However, the Wi-Fi on this phone is working very well, so we can see here from the top. And now we're going to go ahead and test the browser. Here we have YouTube already open. Let's go ahead and reload this page. And it is expected to be loading very fast because I'm getting about 21 megabytes of download speed. And now let's go ahead and test here eBay. We're going to see guys that yes, it is working perfectly well. And also the call quality in this phone without any questions is working very nicely. The ear speaker is very loud with high quality. And I was again heartbroken when I saw that it doesn't support 3G, because this device is definitely a keeper. Now, other than the fact that since it doesn't support 3G, I will not be keeping this phone, but I wish that maybe Kolina makes an update later on supporting the bands here in the USA. Other than that guys, this is a very nice and high quality device. I would recommend it for any countries that can get the band supported. And with that being said, if you do have any questions, please do not forget to comment down below. Like the video, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.